Hello and welcome back to our video on how boys pack for camping. Thank you to my cousin Sheila, who suggested that this might be kind of a fun little video to do after I did how girls pack. And you can see that the man is still fairly heavy in his bulk. We'll go through Jonathan's kit and see what he has to show us. So down here, Jonathan is still using the little compression sacks like I am that'll go into his side bags, which he'll go through as well. He's got some of his clothes and his rain gear in here now, and he's choosing between his 20-liter bag, a 60-liter bag, or Guntar, which I believe is 100 liters?
100 liters, yes.
Yeah.
I have most of my stuff that goes in my main bag sitting on the table here, which is probably going to be the gray bag here. I'm going to use this one, and probably the yellow one will actually hold my clothes this time. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to carry it. So in my main bag, I kind of carry, which is the gray one, which is the 60 liter. That's my camp pillow, larger than Lisa's, of course. And these fire starter, because Lisa doesn't carry that. Although we don't need it right now in BC, everything will light on fire instantly. I do have mosquito repellents and meshes for us because Lisa doesn't carry that. I carry that for her as well. And then of course
that's because I don't need it. I carry the bug repellent, and I really don't like those bug nets over the face, over the hat, any of those. They're just an interference. But
until she needs it. So I also have my camp table, which you guys have seen in other videos. It's a Sportneer. It's a very handy table, fabric top. It's really taut and it's great. And then I also have a chair that matches Lisa, which is our Trekology type chair. This is the most important pack that I have. It contains coffee and all our coffee making stuff. So I'm in charge of that in the morning, as Lisa has said. So I have coffee, I have some pans and a cup, I have a bowl. I actually have a lovely little espresso maker if I need it. I have some spoons and whatnot, and then of course the French press. This is my cooking stuff, other cooking stuff. I have a pot. I used to have gas, but I'm out. I need more. And then I have my stove in here. The Element, which is not as fancy as Lisa's. It's a very small little guy, but it works very well. And has worked very well for a few years now, so I cannot complain. Next door to that is my favorite piece of equipment, is my hammock. And this one is actually a new one. It's the first time going out with us today, or for tomorrow. It's a Hennessy hammock as well. This time it's a Jungle Safari extra large because I want more comfort. Anyway, I'm going to give that a shot and see how that works. Next door to that, I have my coffee cup that John Westerlaken bought for me very nicely, and I'll hook that onto the back of my bag and it'll probably dangle outside. Emergency whistle, which will also hang on the back of the bag and be accessible. My bottle holder that I have, which will hold my water bottle or Gatorade. And then this is the tent that I carry in case we cannot hammock and we must sleep on the ground.
I'll be swinging from a picnic table after the last trip, and having to sleep on the ground just really wasn't my thing. I can't express that one enough.
It probably won't make it in the bag, let's just say that.
Anyway. And Jonathan also carries a bug light similar to what I do.
Exactly.
And
the same.
It's great because you add a laundry line or an extra line over your campsite, and they're really handy and really efficient.
Okay, here are my saddlebags. I have a little waterproof bag that I sometimes put laundry in, sometimes put something else in. Depends what I feel like doing at the time. I also have my lock that I use to just strap the bags down, so if we go into a store or whatnot, it's all good and safe-ish. Inside this one is mostly my bad weather gear or cold nights. I have my down jacket that I put on if I need to. I actually have my heated vest, which has no heat regulation, it's just hot. Yes, it's lovely. I have my tire repair kit, small toolkit. It's got that. It's kind of nice and compact. It's in there.
Pretty much everything you need, including he also carries a separate tire inflator.
I have a tire inflator there.
And these new ones that we got are really quite nifty because they operate as a power bank, as a power source, and a flashlight as well. And we do carry two of them for the just in case.
It is very handy, actually. I'll put that away in a second. Anyway, what else I have? I carry an extra backpack, just a quick Eddie Bauer fold-down one. It's nice and squishy and fits in case we stop at the grocery store and I need to put something on my back. This is my rain jacket. Rain pants are down here. Frog Togs, they work. I used them when we went through Yellowstone, and I kept quite dry, so I was quite happy, so I kept them. And I got a new pair, actually.
And he also has the bear spray in
yes,
here,
I
which
have the bear
just
spray.
doesn't hurt. We're going to head up into grizzly country, so, you know, being very, very bear aware and watching our food and everything that we do, we'll be hanging that in trees, but, you know, so be it.
So I also have a camp shower. So my big saddlebag, which is on the left side of my bike, I put in my flip-flops, which I wear everywhere. I might actually add a pair of shoes because sometimes I need a little bit more. I have my 2 gear hammocks that I have. I have my towel that I have. I have my warm weather gear is what I call it, but it also contains, it has a balaclava, hats, some gloves, a little this and that, and then I have a Survivor Man pack that I got with my first hammock, which has sewing gear, compass, a whole bunch of little things that
It has the fishing lures. And...
yeah, fishing lures and whatever else. It's easy to carry, it's not a problem. I have my life straw that my daughter gave me for Christmas, and I have my inflatable mattress that we used in the tent. And I can also slip it underneath my hammock to give myself more insulation in between the 2 layers. So that's probably what I'll do on this trip, as well as do Lisa's trick of the gear hammock with our motorcycle gear underneath. Pro Pack, although I do film a bunch of stuff and whatnot, I haven't given much footage to Lisa, mostly the drone stuff. So in mine, I just keep the lavalier mics and a couple of pieces that we may need here and there for my GoPro versus hers, and helmet mount.
And with the dude wipes, as with all hygiene, it's always good to carry a little alcohol, a little sanitizer. It's also good for any first aid. And the other thing that is really important is, you know, doing your laundry so you're not carrying as many clothes, and keeping yourself clean every night. That's your socks, your shoes, you know, whether it be taking a shower or in cold water. Cleaning up is really important, and it's important to comfort.
Yeah. I've got my medicine bag, which has my toothbrush, pit stick, soap, all that sort of stuff, and it's all in there. It slips in there. My sleeping bag I carry in the saddlebag. I don't know why, it just kind of seems to fit nicely. And I have my hat that I bring with me because helmet head sometimes drives me crazy. This is my bladder pack. It just carries 2 liters of water. I also have ability to throw a bunch of stuff in the back if I need to, if I need to carry anything else or whatever. This one, it actually fits inside my saddlebag, but I keep it small because it was actually designed for another saddlebag, not mine. So it just carries all my electronic stuff. So the last thing really that I do carry is the drone, which I fly. Not very well, but I'm working on it. It's a DJI Air 2S. It's pretty fun actually, and usually I just keep it in the little case that it came in, and it slides in there. My little round.
So Jonathan is actually just installing his mounts for his GoPro, and he mounts his phone onto the bike and everything else,
yeah,
which works really, really well and very efficiently. One of the things he was just checking in his pack for was his little chainsaw. It's a hand
which I think it's in this one. I can
chainsaw, because that's always important to bring. I bring more of the hacksaw version myself, and he usually brings another type of saw. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching how boys pack, or how this man packs, and I'm sure you'll see more of his gear on our next video as we head off tomorrow. We're hoping to head more up north and up towards Prince George and possibly Barkerville. We'll see where life takes us, and back to the John and John and Lisa adventure, and we will see you down the road. So thanks for watching, and remember, get out and ride.
Thank you for listening.